Hey there.
Hey.
Happy winter.
Anybody else having like post-holiday blues?
This is Kim's least favorite season. In fact, she spends 3 months straight like, I'm not going outside until like March or maybe April. And these coats, I'm just gonna wear all of them indoors too because, honey, I love you, but you keep the house super cold.
You do keep the house too cold.
It's cold.
Yet somehow our kids don't feel it at all. They'll like go outside and, oh my gosh, it's 25 degrees and I'm just in like a shorts and a t-shirt, but I have these cute boots, so that's cool, right?
The boots make everything warm, right? So how do we survive winter? We leave.
This is us last year. This trip saved our winter. We went through the Caribbean with Princess Cruises. It was amazing. It was our first cruise, but it will definitely not be our last.
It was our first cruise because honestly, before that, we were not cruise people. We obviously learned otherwise, and we get questions all the time about this. So we're gonna share with you our cruising experience, and we're gonna bust some cruise myths.
Why the hands?
Because that's how you bust things. Cruise myth, I'll get seasickness.
So Penn is a puker, true story. He cannot ride in the backseat of the car. So this is him going into the cruise. He's like, I'm going to have to be heavily medicated. I'm going to have to be in a steady part of the ship. I'm going to be nauseous the entire time. It is going to be terrible.
Doesn't help that you go in with that thought, right?
Yeah, but I know Lai bought like 40 packets of Dramamine. But we never had to use them. Last day and full Dramamine.
We also found out the reason why we didn't get sick because we got to meet the captain and he took us to the bridge and he's this really cool guy with a British accent.
So everything sounds better.
He's like, hello, Holderness Family, yes. We have all these little doohickeys underneath that fix all the rolling and the tumbly-mumbly with the gimbals and the GPS. Meh.
That was terrible. I promise he's very smart and there was no rocking at all. It was perfect.
Yes. Cruise myth, the food will be gross.
We tried to eat a healthy diet.
And when we went on this ship, we had this assumption that there would just be a giant mountain of junk food that's been sitting out for 4 hours and that would be our diet for a week.
We were very wrong. There was freshly made pasta, a steakhouse, world-class chefs, and one night we got all fancy and the boys wore tuxes and the food was delicious. And honestly, the kids were so thrilled, like all the food was included, that they tried a bunch of stuff they'd never tried before.
And that never happens.
Ever.
They're usually very beige in their diet.
Very beige.
Also, P.S., they have an all-day pizza buffet.
It's all fresh.
We destroyed it.
Cruise myth, we'll get bored on the ship.
We like to relax.
Yes.
But we dread being bored.
I don't do it well.
Yeah, you were like the entire time, it's a giant ship and we're just gonna walk around on it and we'll be stuck at sea with bored kids and nothing to do.
We could not have been more wrong. There were tons of families. There was an amazing kids club that our kids went to all the time. There was this outdoor basketball court that Penn Charles spent like 50% of his time. And there are these like Broadway level theater productions every single night. And Penn was able to compete in Voice of the Ocean. Take a listen.
Sing at number 8.
Woo!
That kept me busy.
Yes, so he was in this amazing, they had a live band and it was called Voice of the Ocean. He was robbed because he did not win, but he made the top 3 and it was amazing.
The kids seem to really enjoy that too.
That was incredible.
Cruise myth, we won't have time to enjoy the sights.
Penn likes to explore, he likes to relax, but he does not like to be rushed. Here's what he thought. He's like, if we only have a day in like Grand Cayman and Jamaica and Mexico and Jamaica, and how are we gonna actually like explore or adventure or learn anything? What are we gonna do? I'm gonna be rushed.
I did not have a camera around. I'm not that touristy.
You're like, I'm gonna be rushed and I'm gonna have to go rah, 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 rah.
The truth is, it was perfect.
Yeah.
And it was just the right amount of time. And we went all over the place. We went ziplining in Cozumel, we went tubing in Jamaica, dock jumping, we went to a sandbar and swam with the stingrays in Grand Cayman, which by the way was by far PC's favorite part of the trip.
We even had enough time on those days just to explore and relax.
It's amazing what happens when you get up early and go somewhere. Cruise myth, we will be cramped and crowded.
Penn is 6'5". He needs his space, okay? This is a picture of him on an airplane. It's pretty funny, right? He's like, I need my space. They pack those people in like sardines. The rooms are like closets, and the buffet is gonna be like an hour long, and I'm whiny McPout-a-lot. We thought that it would be a tight squeeze for our family of 4.
It was actually really cool. Not only was there plenty of room, it was really cool the way that they put these rooms together. They're pretty spacious. And then at night they have this sweet situation where they come in and they switch the living area to bunk beds for the kids, which obviously Lola loved. As far as being crowded, there were so many cool places to go. That never happened.
Ever.
There was this like wine bar. I don't know why no one was there when we were there. It was beautiful. It was like out of a 1950s movie.
It's our little secret. Don't tell anybody else.
It was some us time. We also had some phenomenal us time at the Sanctuary, also not crowded, which is at the front of the ship.
The Sanctuary is where it's the Sanctuary. Go there now. Thanks for watching Busting Cruise Myths. Tell us where you'd want to cruise to escape the weather. Leave a comment below.
We're planning our next cruise now. We're thinking another Princess Cruise with Ocean Medallion.
Okay.
And that is keeping us sane right now in the winter.
You're my new ocean burrito, okay?
Grab my foot, Lola.
Nobody's wearing a life vest. Why are you wearing one?
Because that's what the guy told me at the thing.
Well, look around. Do you see anybody else wearing one?
So, okay.